Okay, so today we're going to be dividing polynomials. We'll do one together, and then you'll do one on your own, and then we'll keep going. Make sure that you're pausing when I say try the right side on your own. Real quick, go to the back page. These are the problems that I don't want you to do. We are not doing this one. We are not doing this one, and that one. Okay, we're not doing those 4. Everything else we're doing. So let's go back. If you are dividing by a monomial, that means one thing. If you're dividing by a monomial, like this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, right? Then you are going to separate. You're going to separate this into 3 things and divide each one by that. So x cubed divided by x plus 2x squared divided by x minus x divided by x. Okay, so you're just going to separate them into the terms, and you're going to divide each one individually. Okay, so we're going to do it just like we did the exponents a few weeks back. So if I have 3 x's on the top and 1 x on the bottom, how many do I have left? Let's try it over here. 1, 2, 3 on the top, 1 at the bottom. 1 cancels. How many do you have left? 2. So it's x squared. That means this answer right here gives you x squared. Plus, I have 2 x's on top, 1 x on bottom. How many do I have left over? 1. So I have 2x, just 1, right? 1x left over. 2 on top, 1 on bottom. I also had a 2. The only thing that canceled was the x. So it leaves me the 2 and the x, right? Okay. And then over here, those 2 can cancel, right? Because I have 1 on top, 1 on bottom. What's left? Is it a 1 or is it a 0? It's a 1. So minus 1. That's your answer. Okay? I want you to pause the video and I want you to try this one right here. Go ahead. So you were supposed to rewrite it, x squared over x plus 3x over x minus 4 over x. Right here, 1x can cancel. So it leaves you with just 1. This one, that can cancel, so it leaves you with just a 3. And right here, nothing can cancel. There's no x on top, there's only an x on bottom, so it stays just like that, minus 4 over x. That's your answer. Okay? Let's go to the next one. We're going to do the same thing. We're doing 2x cubed over 2x plus 12x squared over 2x minus 8x over 2x. Okay, so now not only are you canceling the x's, you're also dividing the numbers, right? So what's 2 divided by 2? 1, it cancels. If I have 3 x's on top and 1 x on bottom, how many x's do I have left over? 2. X squared, because 3 on top, 1 on bottom. Subtract. Okay? The next one, what's 12 divided by 2? 6. Positive 6. What happened to my x's? One of them cancels, right? And it leaves you with just 1. because this is 2 minus 1, you're left with just 1. And then what's negative 8 divided by 2? Negative 4. What happened to my x's? They cancel, and you don't have any more x's. Okay? So I want you to do this one by yourself. Pause the video. Okay, number 3. Same thing. We're going to do 4m squared divided by 2m squared plus 6m divided by 2m squared minus 8 divided by 2m squared. Okay, so we start dividing. What's 4 divided by 2? 2. How many m's do I have left over? None, right? What's 6 divided by 2? 3 plus 3. How many m's do I have left over? 1. Where? At the top or at the bottom? At the bottom, right? I have more at the bottom than I have at the top. So if I'm going to have something left over, it's at the bottom. It has to stay at the bottom. Okay? What's negative 8 divided by 2? Negative 4. How many m's do I have left over? 2. At the top or at the bottom? The bottom. Okay, so that's your answer. I want you to try this one. Pause the video. Okay, you should have already done that one. Let's go ahead and try to do number 4. Now I have p squared divided by pr minus 4pr divided by pr plus 6r squared divided by pr. Okay? In this first one, what is the only thing you can cancel? A p. How many p's? Just one p, right? If I rewrite this, that would be pp over pr. I can only cancel one p, right? So that leaves me with a p on top and an r on bottom, just like this. Right? That's me showing my work. What about the next one? What can I cancel? Both of them. I can cancel the p and I can cancel the r. So what do I have left over? The minus 4. Okay? And then in this last one, what can I cancel? Just the r. How many times? 1 time. So what do I have left on top? 1r and a 6, right? So plus 6r. And what do I have left on bottom? A p. Because right here, this r canceled with one of those r's. Right? So it just leaves me with this. I want you to try this one right here the same way. Pause the video. Okay, so now that you finished all of those on the right side, we're going to do something with 2 things. We're dividing by a binomial, okay? So this is a trinomial divided by a binomial. And if you remember, we were multiplying 2 things just the other day, and it gave me this long thing. Well, now we're working backwards. So we're still going to do the box, right? And this box is going to be a 2 by 2. Because I have 2 things on the outside. That's b minus 2. Okay? And then this is my answer in the inside. And I don't know if you remember, but the front of it goes in the front box. Right? The end of it goes in the last box. And the middle one goes in here, right? Added. So I don't know what numbers are going to go in here. You're just going to leave them blank for now. Just know that at the very end, these two are going to add up to -5. Okay? So the only two things that I have to put is the front of it and the end of it. And then we're just going to start dividing. What's b squared divided by b? B, right? Because b times b gives me b squared. Easy? Okay, and then the last one, you divide by this one. So use the calculator. 6 divided by -2. -3 goes in the top. Okay, so these are the things I did. I did b squared divided by b, right? That got me the first one. Then I did 6 divided by -2. That got me the second one. This is my answer, guys. That's it. That's my answer. Now we can check it, right? Let's put right here that the answer is b minus 3. We're done. You are done. Okay, but let's check it anyways, right? What's b times -3? -3b. What's b times -2? -2b. What's -2 plus -3? -5. Check. It works. Okay? And all I had to do was put the front of it and the end of it. I want you to try it with this one. Pause the video. Okay, let's try another one. Let's do, you guys can do number 6, and you can do this one. Let's try to do this one, number 7. Still, it's 2 things, right? And I have 3 things on top, so it's going to be a box, a 2 by 2. On the bottom, on the side, I'm going to have m minus 6. The same thing, okay? And inside, the front of it is m squared. The back of it is -6. And in the middle, when you add those two, it should give you -5m. Okay? So we start dividing, or you can say multiplying. M times what gives you m squared? M. M times m gives you 2 m's, right? So you have to start memorizing that. Most of the time it's just going to be an m there or an x or whatever. Then you do -6 divided by -6 in the calculator. -6 divided by -6. Positive 1 gives you a positive 1. This is my answer. I'm done. Okay, if you want to check it, we can check it. M times 1 is 1m. -6 times m is -6m. When you add these two, and it gives you -5m. We're done. The answer is m plus 1. Okay? And let's do the last one, number 9. I'm just going to start it for you. Again, it's 2 things at the bottom, 3 things at the top. So it's a 2 by 2. On the side, I have 4x plus 3. And inside, I have 8x squared. I have minus 9 at the end. And these 2 diagonals should equal to my middle one, which is -6x. So we start dividing. 8x squared divided by 4x. Write it to the side. 8x squared divided by 4x. What's 8 divided by 4? 2. How many x's do I have left over? Just 1. So it's 2x times 4x gives me 8x squared because I have an x and an x. That's x squared. And then 4 times 2 is 8. Right? And then the last one, -9 divided by 3. -9 divided by 3. Put that in the calculator. Gives you -3. That's my answer. Done. Okay, if you multiply it in, -3 times 4x is -12x. And 2x times 3 is positive 6x. When you add those two, it gives you -6. Finish the rest of them.